So today, we're going to talk all about your freelance writer website. Now, if you want to be taken seriously and you really want to win high-paying clients and build a profitable business, you do need a professional website for yourself. But just having a website doesn't automatically mean that you're going to win clients. You have to be really strategic about your freelance writer website and use it to position your expertise and set yourself apart and let clients know why they should choose you over a different writer. So let's talk about a lot of the really common mistakes that I see on freelance writer websites, and along the way I'll hook you up with some information about how to fix those mistakes so you can improve your site and start winning better clients. Mistake number one is that you're way too vague about what you do. So if your website just says something like, "I'm a freelance writer who can help you with the content you need," you are doing it wrong, really wrong. Because first of all, who is you in that statement? The target client, right? But wait a second. If you're just marketing yourself as a general freelance writer, then you or your target client is all businesses and organizations, I guess. So can you really create the content that all those types of businesses and organizations need? And more importantly, are they really all going to see you as the best writer for them if you don't have any area of specialty? Probably not. But even if you can and you are really talented at writing about anything and everything, it's going to be kind of hard to believe if you market yourself that way, because clients aren't really going to buy that you're an expert in every single area. What they do want to see, especially if they're high-paying clients, is that you're an expert in their specific industry. What you want to do instead is be really super clear about your niche. Slap that shit up on your homepage in the headline, huge bold letters so no one can miss it. So for example, if you specialize in writing B2B white papers, market yourself as a B2B white paper writer. If you specialize in writing e-commerce product descriptions, put that in your headline. Make sure that it is easy to tell exactly what your freelance writing niche is the second someone lands on your site. Mistake number two, you talk about your love for writing and a whole bunch of other shit that clients just really don't care about. So I know you're a writer, you probably really love writing, it's something you're passionate about, you love reading, but clients don't really care. That doesn't help them. That doesn't make them understand why they should hire you over someone else, because pretty much every writer is passionate about writing. Pretty much every writer loves to read. Pretty much every writer can turn in error-free work, you know? You have to go above and beyond those things and really set yourself apart if you want to get hired. Now, don't get me wrong here, because you can definitely throw some personal stuff about yourself on your website. That's a good thing to do. But you always want the main focus to be showing your niche expertise and positioning yourself as the expert that your target client needs and someone they want to work with. So don't waste a ton of space on your website talking about yourself and your passion for writing and your past and your aspirations as a writer, because clients don't care. Instead, talk about why you're the best fit for them, show your credibility in their industry, and do those things that really sell your freelance writing services as opposed to just telling about who you are. Mistake number three, you have giant walls of text all over your website. People online, they don't read huge chunks of content. What they do is scan. They scan for important points, so it's your job to break up the text on your website. You don't want huge paragraphs at all. You want to really break up the text by using varying font sizes like headers, bulleted lists, white space, images, anything that you can do to make that content easier to read. And you also want to draw the client's eye to the most important points. So for example, your niche expertise is something that's super important. You might want to put that in a huge headline on your homepage so a client just can't miss it. You definitely want them to see it. So think about it strategically like that. What do clients really need to see the most? And make those points really stand out on your website. Mistake number 4, you make it super difficult for clients to contact you. Okay, so one time I went to a freelance writer's website because I wanted to include her in a roundup post for my blog. Well, I looked and looked on every fucking page on her site, and I could not find an email address, a contact form, a button with a way to contact her. There was really no way for me to find out how to get in touch with her. Imagine that same situation but with a client. If you don't have a contact form on your site, a contact page, an email address, if you don't make it really easy for them to contact you, they're just gonna keep moving along and go find another writer who's easy to get in touch with. So make sure it's really, really stupid easy to get in touch with you on your freelance writer website. For me, I have a button in my navigation that says contact, and that's how clients contact me. I also have contact forms on multiple pages, so I definitely suggest doing that too, because you never know what page a client is going to be on of your website when they do decide to want to reach out to you. So feel free to put multiple contact forms, multiple buttons, whatever you need to do to make it really easy for a client to reach out to you when they're ready to talk about working together. Mistake number 5, your website basically looks like it was built in the 90s, not in a good way. Now I get it, you're a writer, you're not a web developer, or you're not a web designer, but honestly, that is no excuse. Today, it's just super easy for pretty much anybody to set up a website. I mean, there are drag and drop builders you can use to get a site set up in like one day, even if you're really not tech savvy and you've never done it before. So if you look at your site and it doesn't look super professional, or it looks like it could have been designed 20 years ago, you might want to redesign it. And yeah, it's going to take you some time, but that time will be well spent. Because look, you're not going to win clients that want to pay you multiple thousands of dollars if your web presence makes you look like you're only worth $10. You know what I mean? Like, investing time and money into your business shows clients that you are a professional and you care about your work. It shows them that you are a real business owner who takes himself seriously and someone who is worth investing in and working with. Now, I personally use WordPress to build my freelance writer website, and I use a paid theme called Divi because it's really easy to use, it looks good, it has a super simple drag and drop builder, all that good stuff. But you could also use Squarespace or Wix or Weebly. There are a whole bunch of website builders out there that you have to choose from. And you really don't have to spend a shitload of time and money to get a site set up. A lot of the time, if you pick a good theme, half of the job is already going to be taken care of for you. You really don't have to spend time coding or designing or any of that stuff. You just plug in your content, arrange it the way you want, and you're good to go. Mistake number 6, you don't have a custom domain for your website. Okay, so for example, if you use a website builder like Weebly to set your site up, you do not want your website URL to be something like mywebsite.weebly.com. That does not look good. Instead, you want a custom domain for your website, so it's something like www.mywebsite.com. This is a small detail that has a big impact on the way clients perceive you when they land on your website. It really helps position you as a serious business owner when you have that custom URL and not just a freelancer who slapped together a portfolio and is just desperate for work. I bought my custom domain for my website, and I also got my hosting through Bluehost. So if you need to get a domain or you need hosting to set up your site, I've got a link in the description box below so you can check that out. Mistake number 7, I see this all the time. It's crazy. Your freelance writer website is actually just a portfolio page. Look, your freelance writer website is a business website. It is not just a portfolio, so you gotta stop calling it that. Your portfolio is just one page on your overall freelance writer website, and it's not the homepage. Your homepage should be dedicated to showing off your niche expertise and really letting clients know why you're a good fit to work for them. It's all about selling your services on your homepage, not just slapping up some samples on a basic-ass portfolio page and hoping for the best, because that's probably not going to work out. So if you do just kind of have that basic portfolio right now, really take the time to set up a professional freelance writer website for yourself. Now, I know you might be thinking, that's going to cost way too much, don't have the time for it, don't have the money for it, and I'm not going to invest in my business until I'm already making a lot of money freelance writing. That is about as backwards as it gets. You really can't expect to win a bunch of high-paying clients if you're not even willing to invest a little money and a little time in yourself. And it doesn't cost that much to get hosting and get a custom domain and set up a professional website for yourself. And having that website will really, really benefit you in the long run because it's your first impression on clients. It's what positions you as the expert they need and as someone that they want to work with. And I'm not just saying shit either. When I started freelance writing, I had just been fired from my full-time job unexpectedly, didn't have savings, and my husband's work contract had also just ended. So it's not like we were rolling in the cash, but I invested in myself. I got hosting, I got a custom domain, I set up a professional looking freelance writer website right away. And that website really positioned me as a business owner. It really helped clients take me seriously. And it was a huge part of the reason I was able to win high-paying clients fast, even though I was super new to freelance writing. Now, I'm not saying rush out and spend thousands of dollars on the most gorgeous website you can imagine. You don't have to do that. But if you can spend $100, $200, just getting a nice looking professional website out there that really positions your niche expertise, that is going to be time and money well spent, even if you have to DIY the shit out of your website. I know it sucks to spend money, especially if you're spending money before you make money, but you have to think about the return that you're going to get on your investment. There is a much better chance you're going to be able to land high-paying clients fast if you have a professional website set up for yourself. And if you only spent a couple $100 tops on your site, just one high-paying client is probably going to more than pay for your website. And that can happen really, really fast if you're actively marketing yourself and actively cold emailing and pitching your services. Now, if you want help setting up a professional freelance writer website for your business, I have some resources down below in the description box for you. The first one is a blog post that will walk you through all of the technical stuff. It's going to show you exactly how to set up a freelance writer website in a day, even if you are not tech savvy at all. Seriously, it's super actionable, full of screenshots, so go check that out if you want to set up your website. Now, the other resource I have is a case study, and that will show you how I redesigned my own freelance writer website and optimized it to convert more visitors to clients. Super actionable, super valuable stuff that can really help your business there, so definitely check those resources out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos on freelance writing. And that is all I have for you today, so I will see you next time.